Hey agents, remember this video I put out a few weeks back where we showed you how to get unlimited named DZ exclusive gear without stepping 1 foot into the dark zone? The demonstration results were great. 8 out of 20 items received were DZ exclusive. That's 40%. And well, we're up to the same shenanigans. And our mission? See if we can repeat our results, prove how consistent this is at producing DZ exclusive named items of high quality, and make a case that this is a better way to farm DZ gear than actually going into the DZ. So if you avoid the DZ like the plague, or if you're tired of grinding in the DZ, getting bad rolls on that elusive gear, or getting robbed, then watch on, because this video is for you. Okay, so the recent reanimated event gave us another opportunity to farm DZ exclusive named items. My last video on this topic goes more in depth on how to go about farming DZ named items outside of the dark zone. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to check that out. But just to be sure we're all on the same page, I'll quickly recap. So, events like Reanimated give us objectives, and by completing them, we are rewarded with red stars. We also get caches from the event reward tracks. Those stars are a form of currency, and you can spend them at the seasoned vendor to purchase caches, including named item caches and exotic caches. Named item caches contain DZ exclusive named items too, and they are only 8 red stars, which is a screaming deal. You can also get red stars from simply leveling up while playing the event. Let me stop right there. You get red stars for simply leveling up, and there is no limit. However, there is a time limit as most of these events only last a week. At that time, unused red stars will be lost. The season vendor is only open during the event, which is why last time many of you asked where you can find them. From the front door of the White House base of operations, go outside, hang a left, and look directly across from the main vendor. Are we all up to speed yet? Great. So I farmed the heck out of the event and purchased another 20 named item caches. Let's open them up and see what we get. Oh, and before I forget, a special thanks to Valentine, who'll be demonstrating for us today. Okay, here we go. And right off the bat, we get the Devil's Due backpack, a DZ only item that comes with perfect clutch. And the rolls? Not bad, definitely workable. You all should try this talent, by the way. It's actually pretty good. Number 2 is the SMG Cold Relations with Perfect Strained. This is not a DZ only item. The third cache gives us another DZ only item, the Dark Winter, one of my favorite weapons in the game. Fast and dangerous. The rolls are pretty good too. I already have this, so I'll let Valentine have this one. 4 is a backup boomstick with added shotgun damage. This one doesn't count. Number 5 is the Emmeline's Guard P90 with Perfect Preservation. Not DZ exclusive. Great gun though, great rolls. And 6 is the named Bellstone Backpack Liquid Engineer with Perfect Bloodsucker. I actually like how it came rolled. Might just have to use that in a build, but I don't think this is a DZ only item. Number 7. The DZ only named Murakami knee pads, the Emperor's Guard, with 1% armor regen. Everybody could use a few of these in their stash. Great for hybrid builds. This brings us to 3 DZ only items out of 7 caches we've opened so far. So looking good. And 8 is the White Death MMR with 137% headshot damage. This doesn't go toward our count. 9 is the Dark Winter, not as good as the last, 4 out of 9. 10 is the Designated Hitter with Perfect Reformation, not a DZ only item. Number 11 is the Gift, a highly sought after named Provenance backpack, only found in the DZ, and the rolls are fantastic. What do you think, Valentine? She loves it. So it comes with Perfect Vigilance, which is a very strong talent, and the Perfect version has a 1 second faster downtime when you take damage. I'd prefer it with headshot damage and handling, but I'm not going to complain. Super happy about this one. Okay, so 12 is another White Death. Moving on. What do we have for 13? Boo. Another Designated Hitter. 14, the Force Multiplier with Perfect Combined Arms. Everyone needs this in their stash too. Has good rolls. Might be worth keeping, but not a DZ only item. And 15, the Punch Drunk named B&H mask with 20% headshot damage on it. You can get this anywhere. Same with this one, the Invisible Hand with Perfect Allegro. So we're 5 out of 16. Also, if you like this video, then you'll want to see this one too, where I open up 20 exotic caches to see how many come god rolled, or at least better than what I had. I'll drop a link here and in the description. I think it helps showcase that these caches are definitely more valuable than their exotic cousins. 17 is the named FAMAS, the burnout, not a DZ only item. And 18 gives us a duplicate force multiplier. 19 is the named SMG safety distance that gives us perfect outsider, not a DZ item. And lastly, alright, we end it with a bang. The Virginian, the named 1886 rifle with perfect boomerang. Alright, so 6 out of 20 named item caches gave us DZ only items. That's almost 30%. Not as good as last time, but together we got 14 DZ named items out of 40 named caches purchased with red stars, averaging about 35%, or 1 in 3 caches. And the quality, in my opinion, is in the 90 percentile. They're not triple god rolled, but most all are immediately usable as they are. So what do you all think? For me, well, out of all the time I spent in the DZ, which has been a ton, I never got anywhere close to as RNG lucky as I have been rewarded here. Most of my named DZ only items have either been from named item caches or DZ vendors, the latter being far from happening often enough to keep my hopes up. Either way, they usually cost 150 DZ credits or so. That is about the same price as these red stars, I figure, but without the rogue highway robbery. But in sum, I'd say that I enjoyed the event. I really was looking forward to it and had fun while I was playing it and doing the grind. And getting these kinds of rewards, this level of gear, it gives me something to do in the near future as I get to put together some new, more interesting builds, play around a little bit. But I'm really looking forward to hear what you guys think. And one more thank you to Valentine, who took time away from killing bad guys to help us out with this demonstration. Hey agents, be sure to watch Monster if you haven't. My signature cinematic intros make every build video I make worth your time, not to mention the unique builds I hope you try. And we're out.